Every day presents a fresh opportunity to push beyond your limits and create the life you truly desire. But growth doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of consistent, intentional action. The habits you build and the decisions you make each day lay the groundwork for your success or failure. If you're ready to break free from old patterns and create a future that aligns with your vision, it's time to start working on the right things every day. The key to transformation is small, daily actions that compound over time. So let's take a look at the 10 things you must work on every day to start living with purpose, clarity, and confidence. 1. Prioritize your health. This simple yet profound statement reminds us of the truth we often overlook. Our bodies are our most precious asset. Without good health, no amount of wealth, success, or achievement will hold much meaning. When you prioritize your health, you're investing in your ability to show up in the world and create the life you want. But prioritizing health isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about creating a daily routine that ensures your body and mind are in optimal condition, enabling you to perform at your best. The habits you develop today determine the quality of life you'll experience tomorrow. Just like we maintain our cars with regular oil changes and checkups, we need to give our bodies the same care and attention. Start with movement. Physical activity doesn't need to be overwhelming or grueling. You don't have to commit to an hour-long workout each day if that doesn't work for you. Even small amounts of movement can have a big impact on your overall health. Whether it's a 10-minute morning stretch, a brisk walk during lunch, or a short yoga session before bed, just moving your body gets your blood circulating, boosts your energy, and improves mental clarity. Remember, movement is medicine, as the famous quote goes. The more you move, the better your body functions. It's not just about burning calories, it's about keeping your body active and strong for the long term. As Robin Sharma, an expert on personal development, says, the best investment you can ever make is in your own health. The physical activity you do today isn't just for weight loss or fitness. It's a long-term investment in your well-being. The more active you are, the more energy and focus you'll have for everything else. It reduces stress, sharpens your mind, and even improves your mood. Research shows that regular physical activity is one of the most powerful ways to reduce anxiety and depression, helping you stay emotionally balanced. But physical activity is just one part of the equation. Nutrition plays a crucial role in keeping your body and mind functioning at their highest level. What you eat has a profound effect on your energy, focus, and mood. Eating processed foods, sugary snacks, and fast food may give you a temporary boost, but it will soon leave you feeling sluggish and drained. When you choose whole, nutrient-dense foods, you're fueling your body with the nutrients it needs to perform at its best. Focus on eating real foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. The closer your food is to its natural form, the better it will nourish your body. Nutrition isn't just about what you eat, but how you eat. Take time to mindfully prepare your meals. Savor each bite and appreciate the nourishment you're giving your body. Eating with intention helps you make healthier choices and become more aware of what your body truly needs. As Michael Pollan, the author of In Defense of Food, said, "Eat food, not too much, mostly plants. Simplicity is key. You don't have to overcomplicate your diet. Just focus on balance and moderation." Sleep is another pillar of health that we often neglect. You might feel like you can push through with less sleep, but the truth is, your body and brain need proper rest to recharge and perform at their best. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Without enough rest, your body can't repair itself, your mind struggles to focus, and your overall well-being takes a hit. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep each night. Make sleep a priority and be intentional about creating a restful environment. Turn off screens an hour before bed, create a calm, dark, and cool room, and establish a consistent sleep routine. Good sleep hygiene helps you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling more refreshed and energized. As Ariana Huffington famously said, sleep is a performance enhancer. It's not just about getting by. Sleep affects every part of your day, from your ability to concentrate to your emotional resilience. Sleep impacts memory, decision-making, and problem-solving abilities. When you're well rested, you approach challenges with a clear mind and a positive outlook. If you want to perform at your best, don't underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. Finally, mental health is just as important as physical health. Too often, we overlook the power of our thoughts, emotions, and mental well-being. Your mind plays a massive role in how you navigate the world and achieve your goals. Self-care for the mind is essential, whether it's through meditation, journaling, mindfulness practices, or simply taking time for reflection. Nurturing your mental health will help you stay focused, calm, and grounded in the face of challenges. In today's world where distractions are everywhere and stress is often high, it's easy to get overwhelmed. But when you make your mental health a priority, you can manage stress, maintain focus, and stay balanced. As Buddha once said, you cannot travel the path until you have become the path itself. The state of your mind influences the quality of your life. If you nurture your mental health daily, you'll find greater peace, clarity, and strength to face life's challenges. Prioritizing your health every day doesn't mean being perfect or always feeling energized. It's about making consistent, conscious choices to support your well-being. When you take care of your body, nourish your mind, and allow yourself to rest, you're creating a strong foundation for success in every area of your life. Health is not a one-time fix. It's a continuous process that requires attention, intention, and consistency. Remember, your health is the most valuable asset you have. When you take care of it, you're setting yourself up for a future full of energy, clarity, and resilience. So start today. Make the decision to prioritize your health and watch how it positively impacts every other area of your life. 2. Cultivate a growth mindset. Your mindset is the most powerful tool you have when it comes to achieving success. It shapes how you approach every situation, how you respond to obstacles, and how you perceive your own potential. If you want to build a successful life, you must work on cultivating a growth mindset every single day. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed with time, effort, and perseverance. In contrast, a fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities are set in stone and that you're either born with talent or you're not. The difference between these two mindsets can dramatically impact how you perform in all areas of life. One of the most important aspects of developing a growth mindset is embracing challenges. When you have a fixed mindset, challenges can feel threatening because they highlight your weaknesses. But with a growth mindset, you understand that challenges are opportunities for growth. Instead of avoiding difficulty, you lean into it, knowing that it's through challenges that you expand your capabilities. Think about how you view mistakes. Do you see them as failures or as learning experiences? The truth is, mistakes are part of the process. They help us discover what doesn't work and bring us one step closer to finding what does. When you have a growth mindset, you begin to see mistakes as feedback. Each time something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Instead of feeling defeated. Remember, failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently, as Henry Ford once said. Another key to a growth mindset is the idea of consistent effort. Talent can only take you so far. It's the daily effort, the small actions you take every day that really make the difference in the long run. Whether it's learning a new skill, working on a personal project, or improving in your career, daily, consistent effort is the real secret to growth. Don't expect perfection right away, but commit to making progress each day, no matter how small. Small steps add up over time, and before you know it, you'll look back and see how far you've come. To truly embrace a growth mindset, change the way you talk to yourself. The language you use has a powerful effect on your mindset. Instead of saying things like, I can't do this, replace it with, I can't do this yet, but I'm working on it. Instead of, I'm not good at this, say, I'm improving every day. This shift in self-talk will help you stay motivated and open to growth. Lastly, develop the habit of celebrating your progress. A growth mindset isn't just about focusing on your failures or the things you've yet to achieve. It's also about acknowledging the progress you've made. Whether it's learning something new, solving a problem more efficiently, or improving a skill, celebrate these wins, no matter how small. This keeps you motivated and reminds you that you're constantly evolving. As Carol Dweck, the psychologist who first popularized the concept of a growth mindset, said, "The view you adopt for yourself profoundly affects the way you lead your life." When you embrace a growth mindset, you not only unlock your full potential, but you also create a path for success that's filled with continuous learning, adaptation, and improvement. Remember, a growth mindset isn't something you develop overnight. It's something you need to practice daily. Commit to learning something new every day, to viewing challenges as opportunities, and to seeing mistakes as part of your growth journey. The more you embrace a growth mindset, the more you'll see it shape your actions, decisions, and results. 3. Manage your time wisely. Time is your most valuable resource, yet it's the one we often take for granted. Every day you have 24 hours to use, and how you spend those hours will determine your success, your happiness, and your overall sense of fulfillment. Managing your time wisely is not about being busy all the time, but about being intentional with how you spend your time. It's about making decisions that align with your long-term goals and staying focused on what truly matters. Start by identifying your priorities. What's most important to you right now? What do you need to focus on to move forward in your personal or professional life? Once you've identified your priorities, it's easier to make decisions about where to invest your time. If you're spending time on activities that don't align with your priorities, it's time to reassess. One of the best ways to manage your time is by planning your day the night before. Before you go to bed, take a few minutes to outline your tasks for the next day. This simple practice helps you wake up with a clear plan and a sense of purpose, instead of scrambling to figure out what needs to be done. When you plan ahead, you can focus on high-impact activities and avoid wasting time on things that aren't moving you closer to your goals. Another powerful technique is the Pomodoro technique, a time management method where you work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. This approach helps you stay focused and productive by breaking work into manageable chunks. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break. This helps to maintain mental clarity and energy throughout the day, and it prevents burnout from working too long without rest. It's also important to eliminate distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, emails, notifications, and even conversations. These distractions can eat up precious time and prevent you from accomplishing what you need to do. Create a work environment where you minimize interruptions. Put your phone on silent or turn off notifications while you're working. You'll be amazed at how much more you can accomplish when you're not constantly being pulled in different directions. One habit that helps with time management is learning to say no. Saying yes to every request, meeting, or obligation can quickly overwhelm you and take up your valuable time. Be selective about what you commit to. Remember that every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Protect your time and be mindful of the commitments you take on. Lastly, it's essential to review your day. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect on what you accomplished. Did you stay on track with your priorities? Did you manage your time effectively? This self-reflection can help you identify areas where you're wasting time or could improve. It also helps you feel a sense of accomplishment, which boosts your motivation for the next day. As Peter Drucker, a management consultant, famously said, "Time is the scarcest resource, and unless it is managed, nothing else can be managed." How you use your time determines everything else in your life: your career, relationships, personal growth, and even your happiness. By consciously managing your time every day, you're building the foundation for success in all areas of your life. The key is consistency. Time management isn't something you do once and forget about. It's a habit that requires daily attention and intentional action. Start today by planning your day, staying focused on your priorities, and eliminating distractions. Over time, this will become second nature, and you'll find that you're accomplishing more, reducing stress, and making progress toward your bigger goals. 4. Practice gratitude daily. In a world that constantly pushes us to achieve more, have more, and be more, it's easy to overlook the power of gratitude. Yet practicing gratitude every day is one of the simplest, most transformative habits you can build. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what you already have, helping you cultivate a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Starting your day with gratitude can have an incredible impact on your outlook. Instead of waking up and immediately thinking about your to-do list or the challenges ahead, take a moment to reflect on the things you're grateful for. It can be as simple as appreciating a warm bed, the ability to breathe, the people in your life, or even the opportunity to grow and learn. Gratitude brings perspective. When you focus on what you're thankful for, it helps you realize that you have more than enough. It reminds you that even in tough times, there are things to be grateful for, whether it's a lesson learned from a setback or the support of a friend. Gratitude isn't just about being thankful for the good. It's about seeing the good in all aspects of life. A great way to build this habit is to keep a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or life-changing. It could be something as simple as a delicious cup of coffee, a great conversation, or the sunshine outside. Writing them down helps you pause and truly reflect on the positive moments in your day. Over time, this practice trains your brain to notice the good in your life, shifting your focus from negativity or stress to positivity and joy. Another powerful tool is gratitude meditation. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly, focus on your breath, and think of the things you're thankful for. You can even express thanks for your own body, mind, and the present moment. This practice not only reduces stress, but also increases mindfulness, helping you stay present and centered in your daily life. Gratitude also improves your relationships. When you take time to express appreciation for the people in your life, it deepens your connections with them. Whether it's thanking your partner for their support, acknowledging a colleague for their hard work, or simply saying thank you to someone who helped you during the day, these small acts of kindness strengthen bonds and foster goodwill. On top of improving your mindset, practicing gratitude also has many scientifically backed benefits. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude experience increased happiness, better sleep, improved health, and stronger relationships. They also tend to be more optimistic and resilient in the face of challenges. It's clear that gratitude is not just a feel-good practice, it's a powerful tool for enhancing your overall well-being. As the famous author Eckhart Tolle put it, acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. When you regularly practice gratitude, you cultivate an inner sense of abundance that spills over into every area of your life. Instead of constantly striving for more, you start to feel content and fulfilled with what you have, which ironically leads to even greater happiness and success. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel good, it helps you attract more good into your life. It shifts your energy, your mindset, and your interactions with the world. When you focus on the positive, you become more positive. You start seeing opportunities where others see obstacles, and you develop a deeper sense of peace and satisfaction. Make gratitude a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Whether it's starting your day with a moment of thanks, writing in a gratitude journal, or practicing gratitude meditation, take the time to reflect on the blessings in your life. The more you practice, the more you'll start to notice just how much you truly have. And as you do, you'll find that your life becomes richer, fuller, and more joyful. 5. Develop self-discipline. Self-discipline is the backbone of personal success. It's what keeps you on track when motivation fades, what keeps you working when the excitement wears off. Building self-discipline doesn't mean depriving yourself or making life hard. It's about creating habits that align with your goals, no matter the obstacles or distractions that come your way. It's about training yourself to take consistent action even when you don't feel like it. Self-discipline starts with clarity. You need to know what you want and why you want it. Without a clear vision of your goals, it's easy to get sidetracked or give in to temptations. Take time to define your goals, big or small, and break them down into actionable steps. The more specific you can be, the easier it will be to stay on track. As Tony Robbins says, clarity is power. When you know exactly what you want, it's easier to develop the discipline needed to achieve it. One of the most important aspects of building self-discipline is developing strong daily routines. The more you structure your day, the easier it becomes to stay disciplined. Start with small tasks that build momentum. For example, create a morning routine that sets you up for success, whether it's exercising, meditating, or planning your day. A strong morning routine reinforces discipline and keeps you focused on your goals from the very beginning of the day. Next, practice delayed gratification. In today's world of instant access to everything, it's easy to fall into the trap of wanting things now. Whether it's checking your phone constantly or giving in to distractions, instant gratification can derail your progress. Instead, practice the art of waiting for rewards. Finish your tasks first, and only then reward yourself. For example, commit to working on a project for a set amount of time, and only after completing it allow yourself a break or treat. This helps you resist temptations and stay focused on your long-term goals. Building self-discipline also requires saying no to distractions. We live in a world filled with distractions. From social media and emails to TV shows and news, each distraction takes away valuable time and energy from your goals. It's important to create an environment that minimizes distractions. Turn off notifications. Set boundaries for social media usage and focus on one task at a time. Remember, every time you give in to distractions, you're choosing to give up a piece of your time and energy that could have been spent on something more productive. Another powerful tool for building self-discipline is the 2-minute rule. This technique, popularized by author James Clear, suggests that if a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. Whether it's replying to an email, organizing your desk, or making a quick phone call, take care of it right away. This eliminates procrastination and helps build momentum for bigger tasks. Self-discipline also requires the ability to persevere through discomfort. The road to achieving your goals is rarely smooth, and there will be moments when you feel tired, frustrated, or overwhelmed. But those are the moments when self-discipline truly matters. You need to push through the discomfort, knowing that each step forward is bringing you closer to your vision. When things get tough, remind yourself of your why. Why did you set this goal in the first place? Keeping your purpose in mind can help you stay motivated and committed even when the going gets hard. As Jocko Willink, a former Navy SEAL, says, discipline equals freedom. The more disciplined you are in your daily habits, the more freedom you create in your life. You gain the freedom to live without constant stress, the freedom to achieve what you want, and the freedom to enjoy the rewards of your hard work. Discipline frees you from the constant battle with procrastination and self-doubt, allowing you to take consistent action toward your goals. It's important to remember that self-discipline is a skill. It doesn't come naturally to everyone, and it's not something you're born with. It's something you can develop through consistent effort. Start small. Pick one area of your life where you want to build discipline and commit to working on it every day. As you see progress, you'll build momentum and confidence, and self-discipline will become a natural part of your routine. Self-discipline is the foundation of lasting success. It empowers you to stay focused, work through challenges, and keep moving forward even when it's tough. By practicing self-discipline daily, you're investing in your future self and giving yourself the best chance to achieve your goals. 6. Build strong relationships. In our pursuit of success, we often focus on the individual actions we need to take. But one of the most powerful habits you can build is cultivating strong relationships. The people you surround yourself with can have a profound impact on your life. Whether it's family, friends, colleagues, or mentors, your relationships shape your mindset, your opportunities, and your overall happiness. Building strong relationships starts with being present. In today's fast-pacing world, it's easy to become distracted by technology or multitasking, but true connection happens when you give someone your full attention. Put away your phone, make eye contact, and listen actively when someone speaks. Show that you value their time and presence. Presence is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. When people feel heard and seen, they are more likely to open up and build trust with you. Another key aspect of building strong relationships is effective communication. This involves more than just talking. It's about sharing your thoughts and feelings openly while also being receptive to others. Great communicators listen more than they speak, ensuring they understand the perspectives of others. They express themselves clearly and respectfully, creating an environment of openness and honesty. When communicating, it's also essential to practice empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand their feelings and experiences. Whether it's a friend going through a tough time or a colleague facing a challenging situation, showing empathy can strengthen your bond and create a deeper level of trust. When people feel supported and understood, they are more likely to trust you and turn to you for support in return. Invest in quality time with the people who matter. In our busy lives, it's easy to let relationships slip because we don't have enough time, but nurturing meaningful connections requires effort and intentionality. Whether it's scheduling regular catch-ups with friends, making time for family dinners, or offering a helping hand at work, small acts of kindness and thoughtfulness go a long way in strengthening relationships. As the saying goes, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Building strong relationships also involves being reliable. Trust is the cornerstone of any lasting relationship. When you follow through on your promises, show up when you say you will, and support others in their time of need, you build trust and loyalty. Reliability is a sign of integrity and dependability. Being someone others can count on creates deep bonds and strengthens your relationships over time. Another critical part of cultivating strong relationships is showing appreciation. It's easy to take people for granted, but expressing gratitude for their efforts, support, and presence makes them feel valued and respected. Whether it's a thank you note, a kind word, or a simple gesture of appreciation, acknowledging the efforts of others strengthens the emotional connection between you. When people feel appreciated, they are more motivated to contribute positively to the relationship. As you build relationships, it's important to remember that quality is more important than quantity. You don't need to have hundreds of friends or connections. What matters most is the depth of your relationships. Focus on surrounding yourself with people who support your growth, encourage you, and challenge you to be better. These are the people who will lift you up when you're down and celebrate your successes with you. They will provide guidance when you're lost and share wisdom when you need it most. Building strong relationships isn't just about what you get from others. It's about what you give. It's about offering your time, energy, and support without expecting anything in return. Be generous with your encouragement, your listening ear, and your love. Relationships are a two-way street, and when you give freely, you create an environment of mutual support and care. Finally, remember that relationships take time and effort. They don't develop overnight. But by showing up, being present, and genuinely caring about the people in your life, you will build a network of relationships that will support you in every area of your life, professionally, personally, and emotionally. As Jim Rohn wisely said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The relationships you build are not just about the people you connect with, but also about who you become as a result of those connections. When you invest in meaningful relationships, you're investing in your growth, happiness, and success. 7, practice mindfulness and meditation. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the noise, the endless to-do lists, social media distractions, and constant pressure to perform. But in the midst of all this busyness, mindfulness is the practice that can ground you and help you stay present in the moment. By practicing mindfulness and meditation daily, you can cultivate a sense of calm, improve your focus, and reduce stress, all of which contribute to your overall well-being. Mindfulness is simply the act of being fully present in the moment. It's about focusing on what you're doing right now, without worrying about the past or future. For instance, when you're having a conversation, focus solely on the person you're talking to instead of letting your mind wander. Or when you're working on a task, give it your full attention without getting distracted by notifications or outside thoughts. The beauty of mindfulness is that it doesn't require any special training or equipment. It's simply about cultivating awareness and presence. One of the best ways to start building mindfulness is by incorporating meditation into your daily routine. Meditation is a practice that helps you clear your mind and focus on the present moment. It allows you to train your mind to become less reactive to stress, distractions, and negative thoughts. The goal isn't to stop your thoughts, but to become aware of them without judgment and let them pass. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Focus on your breath as you inhale and exhale. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Over time, you can extend the time and experiment with different meditation techniques, such as guided meditation, loving kindness meditation, or body scan meditation. Apps like Headspace or Calm can be helpful for beginners. Mindfulness and meditation aren't just about calming your mind, they also have a significant impact on your mental and physical health. Studies show that regular mindfulness practice can help lower stress levels, reduce anxiety, improve focus and concentration, and even improve your immune system. By learning to be present, you also enhance your ability to respond to life's challenges with greater clarity and patience. Another great benefit of mindfulness is its ability to improve emotional regulation. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's easy to let emotions control your reactions. However, mindfulness helps you become aware of your emotions as they arise, so you can choose how to respond rather than reacting impulsively. For example, if you feel anger building up during a stressful situation, mindfulness allows you to pause, breathe, and choose a calm response, rather than acting on frustration or irritation. Mindfulness also teaches you to accept things as they are, rather than constantly fighting against them. When you're mindful, you're more likely to embrace the present moment with all of its imperfections. This acceptance allows you to let go of frustration and anxiety about things you cannot change, and it helps you find peace in the here and now. Incorporating mindfulness into your life doesn't have to be complicated. You can practice it during everyday activities, whether you're eating, walking, or even washing dishes. The key is to bring your full attention to the task at hand and savor the experience. For example, when you're eating, take the time to really taste your food, appreciate its texture and flavor, and notice how it nourishes your body. This small shift in awareness can make a big difference in your sense of satisfaction and peace. One powerful way to practice mindfulness is through mindful breathing. Whenever you feel overwhelmed or anxious, pause for a moment and take deep, slow breaths. Focus on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. This simple act helps you reconnect with the present moment and calm your mind, even in the most chaotic situations. As you build your mindfulness practice, you'll notice that it becomes easier to let go of stress and gain more control over your reactions. You'll find yourself becoming less distracted, more focused, and more at peace. Your ability to be present will enhance not only your productivity, but also your relationships, as you'll be more attuned to the people around you and better able to listen and connect with them. Mindfulness and meditation are not quick fixes. They are practices that take time and consistency to develop. But the benefits are truly transformative. By practicing mindfulness every day, you cultivate a deep sense of inner peace, focus, and emotional resilience, which will serve you in every area of your life. Remember, mindfulness isn't about striving for perfection. It's about being present, being kind to yourself, and learning to live in the moment with awareness and gratitude. 8. Embrace continuous learning. The world is constantly changing, and the key to staying ahead of the curve is embracing continuous learning. The most successful people are those who never stop growing, evolving, and acquiring new knowledge. In today's fast-pacing world, relying solely on what you know right now can leave you behind. But when you commit to learning every day, you open yourself up to endless possibilities, new opportunities, and personal growth. The first step to continuous learning is developing a curiosity mindset. Stay curious about the world around you. Ask questions, seek answers, and be open to new ideas. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. And this is a powerful realization. It means you're always open to expanding your knowledge and broadening your perspective. Whether it's about your field of work, personal development, or anything else that piques your interest, remain eager to explore new subjects and ideas. Reading is one of the best ways to foster continuous learning. Start reading a little bit every day. Whether it's books, articles, blogs, or research papers, commit to reading for at least 20 minutes a day. Reading exposes you to new concepts, insights, and viewpoints, and it's an easy way to absorb knowledge on a daily basis. You can focus on professional development to improve your career skills, or dive into personal growth books to challenge your mindset and perspective. And remember, knowledge is power. The more you read, the more you enrich your mind, and the better equipped you become to face life's challenges. Listening to podcasts or audiobooks is another excellent way to keep learning, especially when you're on the go. Whether you're driving, exercising, or doing household chores, you can always make use of your time by listening to something that enhances your knowledge. With so many podcasts and audiobooks available, you can explore any topic that interests you, whether it's leadership, self-improvement, history, or even science. Learning doesn't always have to be formal. While attending classes or courses is a great option, informal learning is just as valuable. Every conversation you have is an opportunity to learn something new. Engaging in discussions with colleagues, mentors, or friends can expose you to new ideas, help you see different perspectives, and improve your problem-solving abilities. Be open to learning from the people around you. Sometimes the best lessons come from real-life experiences rather than books or lectures. Another essential part of continuous learning is practicing new skills. It's not enough to simply acquire knowledge, you must apply it. Whether it's a new language, technical skill, or creative pursuit, actively practicing what you learn ensures that the knowledge sticks and becomes useful in your life. Start by dedicating time each day to practicing a skill you want to develop. With consistent effort, you'll make steady progress, and your competence will grow. Embracing failure as part of the learning process is also crucial. Many people avoid failure because they fear the discomfort it brings. But failure is a powerful teacher. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of getting discouraged, ask yourself, what did I learn from this? Every mistake is an opportunity to refine your approach and improve your understanding. People who embrace continuous learning see failure not as something to avoid, but as an essential part of the process that ultimately leads to growth. Learning from feedback is another powerful tool for growth. Seek feedback from people you trust, whether it's a colleague, mentor, or friend, and be open to constructive criticism. Feedback helps you see your blind spots and areas where you can improve. Don't take it personally. Instead, view it as an opportunity to become better at what you do. The more you seek feedback and apply it, the faster you'll grow and improve. Finally, remember that learning is a lifelong journey. You don't have to know everything today, and you don't have to rush the process. Embrace the journey of learning and understand that the more you learn, the more you'll continue to evolve. As Albert Einstein once said, once you stop learning, you start dying. Learning keeps you engaged, curious, and passionate about life. It fuels your personal growth and helps you keep up with the ever-changing world. Incorporating continuous learning into your daily routine might feel like a small effort, but over time, it can make a world of difference. The more you dedicate yourself to learning, the more empowered you become to create the life you want. When you're constantly growing, you gain new perspectives, develop new skills, and unlock new opportunities. 9. Take consistent action. Dreams and goals are wonderful, but they remain just that, dreams and goals, until you take action. Taking consistent action is the key that unlocks the door to success. It's easy to get excited about a new project, but the real challenge lies in staying committed and consistently putting in the work, even when it feels difficult or you don't see immediate results. Consistency is the foundation of progress. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't is often how consistently they take action. Big goals may feel overwhelming at first, but when you break them down into smaller, manageable steps, it becomes easier to take action each day. Whether it's writing a chapter of a book, making one sales call, or completing a small part of a larger project, these small, consistent actions build momentum over time and bring you closer to your big vision. Start by creating a daily action plan. Write down specific tasks you need to accomplish each day, aligned with your bigger goals. These don't have to be massive steps, but they should be intentional actions that move you forward. Even 20 minutes a day dedicated to your goal can accumulate into significant progress over time. The key is to make taking action a habit. Each day commit to doing something that moves you closer to your dream, no matter how small it may seem in the moment. A powerful tool for staying consistent is the 2-minute rule. If a task will take less than 2 minutes to complete, do it right away. Whether it's responding to an email, making a phone call, or organizing your workspace, the quicker you complete small tasks, the less they'll pile up and distract you from bigger goals. This can help you avoid procrastination and maintain a steady flow of productivity. It's also important to recognize that action doesn't always need to be perfect. Perfectionism can be paralyzing and prevent you from making progress. Rather than waiting for the perfect moment or until everything aligns just right, take action with what you have. The first step is often the hardest, but once you start, you'll find that momentum builds and it becomes easier to continue. When you take consistent action, you build confidence in yourself. Each small win, no matter how insignificant it may seem at the time, reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals. This confidence fuels your motivation and propels you forward, even when faced with setbacks. Another critical part of consistent action is accountability. Share your goals with someone you trust, whether it's a friend, colleague, or mentor. When you know that someone is expecting you to take action, you're more likely to follow through. Regular check-ins or progress updates help keep you focused and committed to your path. Staying disciplined and taking consistent action every day also helps you develop resilience. The road to success is rarely smooth, and setbacks are inevitable. However, when you build the habit of showing up and doing the work, even on tough days, you develop the mental toughness needed to overcome challenges. This discipline allows you to persist through difficulties, stay focused on your goals, and continue moving forward when others might give up. Consistent action is also a way to learn as you go. You don't need to have all the answers at the start. The more you take action, the more you learn. Each step you take teaches you something new, whether it's a lesson about your goal, a skill you need to improve, or a new approach to solving a problem. It's through action that you discover what works and what doesn't, which is vital for growth and improvement. Remember, success doesn't come from waiting for the perfect idea or the ideal circumstances. It comes from doing the work day in and day out. By committing to taking consistent action, you move from a place of dreaming to a place of doing. Every small step compounds, creating momentum that leads to big results over time. As you work on taking action consistently, keep this in mind. Action is the bridge between intentions and results. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start today, even if it's just a small action, and watch as your consistent efforts add up to incredible progress. N. Practice self-reflection. Self-reflection is one of the most powerful habits you can cultivate to foster growth, clarity, and continuous improvement. It's about taking time to look inward, analyze your actions, thoughts, and emotions, and gain deeper insight into your own behavior and decisions. When you reflect on your day, your goals, and your personal progress, you open the door to self-awareness and self-improvement. Start by setting aside time daily or weekly for reflection. You don't need to spend hours doing this. Even just 10 minutes of quiet reflection at the end of the day can have a profound impact. Think about how your day went. What went well? What challenges did you face? What could you have done differently? Self-reflection helps you understand your behavior, uncover patterns, and identify areas for improvement. A simple way to begin is by keeping a reflection journal. Each night, jot down your thoughts about the day. Reflect on your successes, failures, and everything in between. Ask yourself questions like, what did I learn today? Or how did I handle the challenges I faced? This practice not only helps you grow, but also allows you to celebrate your progress. It keeps you aligned with your goals and helps you stay focused on what truly matters. Self-reflection also allows you to evaluate your values. Are your actions in alignment with what you truly care about? Are you spending time on things that reflect your core beliefs and goals? Sometimes we get so caught up in the rush of life that we forget to pause and check if we're moving in the direction we truly want. Reflection gives you the space to reassess, realign, and course correct when necessary. Another key aspect of self reflection is assessing your mindset. How do you approach challenges? Are you focused on growth, or do you tend to get discouraged when things don't go as planned? When you reflect regularly, you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, and this awareness helps you develop a healthier, more positive mindset. If you find yourself stuck in negative thought patterns, reflection helps you recognize them and work to shift your perspective. Taking time to reflect also gives you the opportunity to recognize your accomplishments. We're often so focused on what's next that we forget to acknowledge how far we've come. Celebrating your progress, no matter how small, is crucial for maintaining motivation and keeping a positive outlook. Self-reflection reminds you that you're constantly evolving, and it's important to recognize that growth. Moreover, self-reflection helps you build emotional intelligence. By reflecting on your emotions and how they impact your decisions, you can become more self-aware and better equipped to handle future challenges. It allows you to understand why you feel a certain way and how to respond in a more balanced and thoughtful manner. This is particularly important when it comes to managing stress, building resilience, and improving your interpersonal relationships. Mindful reflection is also a powerful tool for cultivating gratitude. When you take time to reflect on your day, you naturally begin to notice the small things that went well, whether it's a kind gesture from someone, a moment of peace, or a success at work. Reflecting on these positive moments encourages a sense of appreciation for your life and the people in it. The practice of self-reflection isn't just about evaluating your mistakes. It's about acknowledging your strengths, learning from your experiences, and growing from every situation. It's not about being overly critical or focusing solely on the negative. It's about being honest with yourself, recognizing areas for growth, and being proud of the progress you've made. As you incorporate self-reflection into your daily routine, you'll notice that you become more self-aware, focused, and intentional in your actions. You'll develop a deeper understanding of yourself, your goals, and your values, which will guide your decision-making and help you live with greater purpose. Self-reflection doesn't have to be long or complicated. It can be as simple as a few moments of quiet contemplation or a few lines in a journal. What matters most is that you make it a consistent habit. When you take the time to reflect regularly, you give yourself the gift of growth and self-awareness. As we come to the end of this video, it's time for you to take the first step in changing your life. Drop a comment below saying that you're ready to make that change. No matter how tough the journey might be, taking that decision is where transformation starts. I'll be reading each of your comments and featuring one that truly stands out on our channel. For your daily dose of unfiltered motivation, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your next big move starts now.